Piers Morgan has been vindicated by the broadcast authorities in his criticism of the Sussex's interview with Oprah Winfrey. He said that he didn't believe a word she said, and Ofcom, who regulate UK broadcasting, have actually upheld his position that he didn't do anything wrong. How's this news going down in America?
You know, Piers is such a character here in the States. There's a love-hate relationship with him. He's very polarizing. But I could say the same for Meghan Markle. I do think that Americans understand that there were a lot of questionable accusations made in that interview. And we did jump to conclusions as, you know, when we heard it, there was no pushback from Oprah Winfrey during that interview. So obviously we all consumed it as truth, and it's kind of unfolded and we've realized, oh, maybe that's a bit of a fib. But I would tell you, if I were Piers Morgan, I think that he's got I feel like something's cooking and he's about to announce something and he's going to have another platform. And if I were in his position, I would not give a single second to Meghan Markle. If you want to crush this woman, you don't talk about her, because her greatest fear is to be irrelevant. And I know that it keeps him in the papers, but I almost think that it would hurt her more if he would just pretend that she was non-existent, which is hard to do with the Sussexes.
You mentioned that Meghan Markle divides opinion in America. Is that right, then? That the Sussexes, as a couple, are they liked or disliked by Americans, do you think, on the whole?
I would say that their popularity has decreased immensely in the States. I think that the more we see of them, the more I'd say that they complain more than they contribute positively to society. That's what we've seen from the Sussexes so far. And they complain at the worst, in the middle of a plague. They complain when horrible things are going on while they sit in their mansions. And we are starting to take note of that. And I also think that the way that they lecture Americans, the way that they talk down to them instead of saying, hey, we're equals. We loved that about Prince Harry. He was silly. He would laugh with us. We felt like we could approach him if we ever saw him. That person doesn't exist anymore. So I would say that in America, their popularity is declining, and it's time. I know that they're spending time at home with their babies right now, but they do need to re-strategize in regards to how to get people back on their team.
Yes, I mean, you are a long-standing royal reporter of huge esteem, Kinsey. Are you disappointed by what's happened to Harry?
Absolutely. And the worst part is we are not, as you know, this week we had that horrible story leak about the Queen that I didn't even want to touch it. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is she's not going to be with us forever. And when we do lose her, we're going to be reminded of the instances that he put her through towards the end of her life. And I don't understand why it's so crucial that they do instigate some of these problems right now towards the end of her life. I just don't see the value in it other than monetary, which is really quite selfish.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.